Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Red. I don't know if I slurred that intro, but we are gonna roll with it. I slur a lot of my intros, because I try and say all the words so fast, but we're gonna heal our Pokemon up after going against Blaine. And we got one gym badge left to get, and we're getting that this episode. The game really kind of goes very fast pace, I guess, after you do Silph Co. Because, okay, so after Silph Co, I got, badge number 6. And then next episode I got badge number 7, and then this episode we're getting badge number 8. That's an hour and a half about where I'm getting 3 badges. And I probably could have explored a lot more, and there's a few trainers I did skip just to get half-hour times, but really I go through this part very fast, and I mean there is only including this episode 3 episodes left. So yeah, quite a lot gets done in the second half of this game. I feel like, I'm trying to compare this with Sapphire. I know that, you kind of get to the end of the game, right after you beat the 8th gym, but you do have to go against Team Aqua or Team Magma, or whatever game you have, between the 7th and 8th gyms, and that does take a while, and then between the 6th and 7th gyms, there's, another encounter with Team Aqua or Team Magma, but I mean, I think you can technically skip the 6th gym if you want. You won't have Fly, so it will make it take a lot longer. But, I mean, you will be able to boost up your Pokemon's levels, because I would say that the 6th gym in Sapphire is pretty hard. But we're not playing Sapphire, we're playing Red, and this is a lot easier, even though people say Pokemon Gen 1 is so hard. Are you kidding me? I bring out Magneton, who is 10 levels higher, and I just spam Thunderbolt on the water route, and I win. That's not even hard, that's easy. I'm only getting $165 from these guys, what the hell? Feel the sun, okay. Man, we're just trying to commentate the game. It's so weird trying to do this. I mentioned this last episode how weird it is for me to just commentate the game. But I don't know, I guess I'd like this being a podcast more than just me talking about my Pokemon Let's Play while it's happening, because you can just talk about anything, really. I mean, I think life is pretty interesting, and it's full of shit, and even I find fun stuff in the minor things, as long as it's me observing it, because if shit's happening to me, I'll be like, man, this sucks, but maybe someone watching me go through shit will be like, man, what a funny situation he's in. And yeah, I mean, I'm able to go through shit and be like, oh, I can look back and laugh at it. That's me. Although, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard to laugh about tragedy. I mean, I guess I don't get super affected by tragedy and stuff, because I guess there was another. This is current events time. There was another massacre at Las Vegas or something, during some concert. And I don't really care about that, although 50 people died, and if one of those 50 people, yeah, let's say this is in Europe or something, and one of those 50 people is from the United States, now suddenly the news cares, because I mean, I'll complain about the news all I want. I mean, I don't watch the news ever, but I'll watch it just to complain about it, and whenever I mean, me talking about bias and whatever, but if I see oh, one American died, oh man, fuck those other 49 people. I feel I've already had this rant during this playthrough, but that's just how I feel about news and shit. Who cares? Who cares about the other people that died? One of us is in there. Okay, isn't that the viewpoint that racists had? Maybe. Just oh, a white person. Oh shit. White person got hurt. Oh, better send an ambulance just for them. But if they're any other color, oh jeez. Fuck them, right? Just if this was 100 years ago. But let's go back to Pokemon. Ha ha ha. When he gets a tentacle, normally if we were both level 50 and both of our Pokemon had competitive spreads, that tentacle might live that Thunderbolt. I know Magneton is actually pretty proficient in special attack in like current generations. I mean, it always has been. But Tentacruel is like very proficient in special defense, so maybe it would live that, maybe it wouldn't. I know if you're a Tentacruel going against Tapu Koko, when you got that Scarf Sludge Wave, that Koko is getting goatered. Yeah, I just learned the word goatered. I don't think it's a real word because I looked it up on Urban Dictionary, and it doesn't exist yet, but like one of my favorite PokeTubers to watch. Like, I don't watch Pokemon videos very often anymore. Like I just watch like ThunderBlunder777. I've probably name dropped him like once or twice before, but like I like his commentary. But what I really like is when it's him and like a few other people just like playing Pokemon Showdown together. Like if he gets like these other people, like they go by CTC and CBB, like they're all like the same personality type. Where like they play Pokemon and just like shit talk people because like they think they're so good, and they are good too. But it's just like it's just very funny to watch that. And then like CTC, he started saying the word goatered, which I think it means like, okay, so he always says goat, which is like, it means greatest of all time. So I'm guessing when he says goatered, like just by the context, I think it just means like you just got your ass beat by the goat. So like I would use the word cucked, but then now that I've heard goatered, I'm like, man, that's a better word than cucked. Because like I feel like if you say goatered, there's no negative connotation. Because like did I mention this already? But like the Survivor subreddit. It's like after one episode, there was a guy and like he finished the puzzle first, but he didn't call Jeff Probst first. So like someone else like finished it and they called him for like second, or they called him first and got the credit for finishing it first. And like, so I said on the subreddit like, oh, he just like cucked himself out of that win. And then I got like, I think like 10 people downvoted me, but I got a few upvotes because like, I don't know if people just think the word cucked is funny or not, but I mean 10 people have shown that they don't like the word cucked. And like, I don't know, like I don't use cuck, like I know cuck has like people use that word in like politics and stuff as like, you're a cuck, like I don't really know what that means, but when I use cucked, it's like, oh, you just had like you had it and then you lost it, like that's how I use cucked. Or like you just got like beat so hard that like you didn't even have a chance. But I mean that I like goatered instead. Yeah. That's a story, right? And we're still on this water route, and I feel like water routes can like really drag down the pace of a Pokemon game, just because it's like you can't really do anything interesting with water because water in nature is flat, except for like waves. But like, you know, in a Pokemon game, you kind of have to like make the water not be wavy because that's like a lot of like, it's either the water will just be like going right through you, which I suppose water does have that property. But like, I mean, if it splashes you, it's not gonna come out your like if it splashes you in the chest, it's not gonna just come out your back like as if it went right through your skin and your bones and your guts. But I mean, water kind of does have that property where like, I mean, it jumps up and then it goes past you and stuff. And I mean, like you won't stop it because water, like the atoms are like so loose apart that like, you know, like if you throw a block of wood at a wall, I'm not gonna say at a person, like if you throw wood at a wall, like the wood isn't gonna like snap into a million pieces because like all those atoms are so close to each other, and like they must have some sort of like bond on them that like makes them stay together. I mean, I don't remember science stuff too well, but I know like water, like the atoms are very loose and like you can shuffle them around a bit, and then gas molecules or atoms or whatever, like they're so spaced out that like it doesn't even matter. But yeah, we're going back to Route 1 where all the level 2 and 3 and 4 Pokemon are, but we're not gonna fuck with those guys because listen, that's only like 11 XP, so no thank you. But we're going right to the gym. So normally the door here is locked. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but like Yeah, the door here is locked until, I don't know if it's after you get the 7th gym badge, or after you go through Sylph Co. Because those two events, well, like this gym and Sylph Co. are like tightly linked to one another, as we'll see later. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because the thumbnail of the video has Giovanni, so I'll just spoil it. The gym leader here is Giovanni. And, oh yeah, there was, okay, so I think I mentioned this a few episodes ago, where like, the Pokemon Silver and Gold stuff was like a demo. Okay, it was from Space World. I said Space something, but the Space World like 1997 demo. That was like, I'm not gonna say. I want to say leaked, but it's just like it was found by someone, and like I'm hoping like, or the ROM was discovered, and I'm hoping someone will put the ROM on a cartridge because I want to put that on a cartridge instead of just playing on my laptop or something. I've been like checking AliExpress every so often for that to be on a cartridge, so I can order like 2 copies or something, like one for me, one for my sister, or just a backup copy. I don't know if those will use batteries at all. I would guess not, because it's just a ROM. But yeah, apparently like Giovanni was supposed to be one of the gym leaders, and I'm like, oh man, well too bad. Like Gen 1 and 2, they don't delve into story too much, so we won't be able to know like how he was able to become an Elite Four member. I mean, he has the credentials to be a gym leader, so it totally makes sense, but like how can you be a gym leader and like, I don't know how notorious of a gang leader he is, if like, he hasn't been like, fired from the Pokemon League, but like, yeah, I mean, he would be a gym leader. If I'm remembering right, I didn't see a picture, I was just like, reading someone's tweet, and it's someone who, I'm not saying they're not trustworthy, but I mean, like, if I see them tweet something, I'll be like, yeah, okay, I believe that. And then I think, like, Misty was supposed to be Elite Four member too. And then, I don't remember who the other 2 were, but I mean, like, in the actual Silver and Gold, like, Koga's an Elite Four member, and then his daughter is a gym leader now. It's, like, stuff like that, but I don't know, it's just like seeing the beta stuff, like it really makes you wonder like what the game could have been. And like, yeah, I really want to play that ROM. Apparently, okay, I don't know if I looked, I didn't look into it too much, but like the few screenshots and like the little clips of video that I've seen, the game is like only in Japanese, but like that shouldn't be a huge problem because like I feel like if you click a move and you have the animations on, if they have animations working in that demo, which I feel like they should, otherwise they would just carry over the animations from Red and Blue. But, I mean, like, you use an attack once, and then you see how much damage it does, and then you can pretty much guess what the attack is based on the damage and the animation. I mean, like, Gen 2, there's not a lot of fire-type moves, and also, like, like Pokemon games, when you go through them, like, you don't just have Thunderbolt at level 5. So, like, if I have a Mareep in the Space World demo, and it uses, like, I figure out it has an electric type move, I'm gonna assume that that's like Thunder Shock, not Thunder or Thunderbolt. And then I know it gets like Thunder Punch at 30 or something as Ampharos. I don't even know if it learns Thunderbolt later on, because a lot of the Pokemon back then, like, they didn't really learn a lot of moves, like in the newer games where you learn something like every 5 levels. Those games would be like, you learn something every so often, and then once you're level like 45, like BL, like you just don't learn anything else ever again. Unless you're like a starter or a legendary Pokemon. But if you're just like the basic bird, you're not going to be learning shit, okay? That's just how the old games are. Or, I mean, okay, the basic bird might, but then like all the other birds in the game probably won't, because like, I don't know, I guess they're like the nuanced birds where it's like you can, they got good stats compared to the other birds, but like they won't learn all the attacks that the basic bird does or something. I mean, I don't have any attack lists in front of me, so I can't like confirm or verify that, but that's just how I see it. But yeah, this gym is ground type. I feel like I never talk about the gyms whenever I'm in them. Because like last episode I was just talking about the library during the entire gym. And I can talk about that library more. There was a whole top floor. I never really went through it. In fact, I barely even remember the top floor. It was kind of like a labyrinth almost. And then they had like some more movies you could rent, but those were like more of the adult. I mean, I'm not saying they're adult movies, but like, I mean, like the PG-13 stuff and up, while like all the stuff on the bottom floor was just like Pokemon and whatever. But yeah, there's Giovanni, but there's still like 2 trainers to fight. So we'll go against those guys first, because you can't go against the trainers after you beat the leader. That's just how it be. But I still think it's weird seeing all the cool trainer. Well, just seeing all the trainer sprites that use whips. Because, like, that just would not fly in the newer games. It's like, no whips for you. No, no. But yeah, we're using Fly. We're gonna just whop that Nidorino with a crit. You already know how it is. It's crazy to think that, like, in the first games, like, critical hits are based on your speed stats. So, like, apparently Persian or whatever has, like, a 25% chance of getting crits, assuming it's, like, max speed. And then, like, in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, critical hits only have, like, a 2% chance of happening. And, like, that's such a huge gap. I mean, like, from 25 down to 2. And it used to be 4%, I think, in, like, Gen 6. But, yeah, I mean, I think critical hits are necessary because, like, if you are going against, like, a stall Pokemon, like, I'm not saying Suicune is the first example I can think of, but, like, Suicune is, like, an already bulky Pokemon, and then if you give it, like, Calm Mind and, like, Rest Talk and stuff, like, that can be really annoying and tough to counter. Because, like, you can't Toxic it because it has Rest. And, like, you better hope you just have a physical Pokemon that can, like, do enough damage. Like, but the problem is, it has Scald, and that has a 30% chance of burning. So, like, if you can't kill it in 2 hits without getting burned on the first hit, then, like, you just lose to Suicune. And, like, yeah, I don't know. Just, like, bulky water Pokemon that can learn Calm Mind or something, like, those are, like, always my least favorite Pokemon to go against whenever I would play competitive. I don't know, I haven't really, like, done any competitive since Gen 7. And, like, I've been looking through the tier lists, and, like, it's almost, like, everything from, like Gen 6. Like, so Gen 6 OU is now, like, just the UU tier, and then, like, the UU tier back then is just the RU, and, like, everything just dropped down 1 tier. And then, like, but, like, all the good stuff is, like, still OU, but, like, a lot of OU still has dropped down to UU, and then you have to include all the new Pokemon, like, people are upset that, like, there's no, like, okay, there's apparently gonna be a new Pokemon in the Pokemon Yellow remakes. And, like, people are speculating that it might be just, like, an evolution. I feel like it could be, like, a legendary Pokemon, too. That's in the realm of possibilities for me. But, like, I don't know. I already lost the point I was gonna make, but, yeah, there goes that topic. But, yeah, I mean, this is the Ground-type gym. This is a magnet. Alright, look at the magnet. That's just a random video I'm quoting, but if you look up, I guess I can't really say chick magnet or chicken magnet because it'll just pop up chick magnet. But it's just like some guy with like a bunch of little chicks, and he's like just showing them a magnet, and he's just like talking to them as if it's like a kindergarten class, and like I don't know what it's like to teach kindergarten or anything, and it's been so long since I was in kindergarten, but like I guess like kids do lose focus immediately. I'm not saying they have like ADD or ADHD or whatever. Wait, what's the difference between them? Okay, so I think ADD is like attention deficit disorder, so I think that means you don't have attention. And then ADHD is you have like you don't have attention, but that's because you're like too hyper or something. I think that's I really don't know what the H stands for in ADHD. I know the ADHD and the ADD don't use the same words. Yeah, I don't know. You got ADD, right? I don't know. But we're going against Giovanni now with all his ground types. But Lee Cuisine is just gonna like swamp this guy, because Psychic is doing a buttload. Rhyhorn didn't stand a chance, Doug Trio didn't stand a chance. Who's he gonna send out? Nidoqueen, get your ass over here. Nidoqueen is a poison type, so Psychic's gonna body it. Look at that. Boom! Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, you're dead. You're dead. And then what's next? Nidoking? Pick up the Psychic for me. Hold the Psychic, big dog. You're one level ahead of me, but you ain't shit to the Psychic, boy. Yeah, and I got a crit. Didn't even matter. Didn't even matter. You got Goddard. Level 45 now. I stole your level, too. What's next? Right on. I don't know if it's gonna... It might live the Psychic. I really don't know. It's level 50. I don't remember from my playthrough. But, we got a crit. It didn't even matter! Fuck out of here. Can't steal your level, because that's how it works. Truly an intense fight! Okay, Giovanni. I'm surprised you're not like, trying to strangle me. You are the Pokemon Master. You can enter the league. Here is the TM for Fisher, which is a one-hit KO move, but its accuracy is shit. So don't use it, unless you're doing a speedrun. But yeah, that's the 8th gym badge, and then the rest of this episode, we are gonna walk to the Pokemon League. Or Indigo Plateau. Well, actually, no. We're gonna go to Victory Road, and then the episode after that, or after this one, will be Victory Road. And then after Victory Road is gonna be the Elite Four. That's the finale. But this episode still has like 7 minutes left, so there's still stuff to talk about. We gotta get to Victory Road, and like, I wish more Pokemon games would like do this. I mean, we're not there yet, so I can't really talk about it. And we got another big fight still ahead of us this episode. And that's going to be starting in like 10 seconds. So hold up for that. What's going to happen? It's Tapioca! What? Hi, Jello. What a surprise to see you here. So you're going to the Pokemon League? You collected all the badges. Too cool. I'll whip you for a warm-up. Come on. Yeah. Like, during the Elite Four video, I'm actually gonna, like, commentate the battles like I did on the finale of Pokemon Sapphire, but let's just do a little practice here. So Tapioca sends out Pidgeot, Hyjillo sends out Lee Cuisine, his Alakazam. Pidgeot goes for a quick attack. Gets a nice chip, does about 15%. Lee Cuisine goes for Psychic, which will do a lot of damage. Brings Pidgeot down to 25%. And then Lee Cuisine has the initiative with a Psybeam and knocks out Pidgeot, which should have gone for the quick attack if it wanted to get more damage, more chip. Or swap out into something that could resist a Psychic-type move. But that's okay. Tapioca goes into Rhyhorn now, which triggers Hyjillo to go for Blastoise, which uses Surf, which should definitely one-hit KO the Rhyhorn because it is 4 times weak to water, as it does. And Tapioca is now going to send out Gyarados. Gyarados is a water flying type, and it has very strong attack. It's a bulky water type Pokemon, but it is 4 times weak to electricity, to electric type moves. So Hyjillo's going to bring out Ochre, which uses Thunderbolt, which should definitely one-hit KO the Gyarados, because Magneton does have a high special stat. And that allows Ochre to level up to level 46 and learn the move Swift, which he puts over Sonic Boom. He has not been using that during this Let's Play at all. I don't know why I'm talking in like the third person. But Tapioca's going to set out Growlithe, which is at level 47. Allegedly it learns like Flamethrower at level 50. And then it'll evolve into an Arcanine after that, after it receives a Thunderstone, or a Firestone, but Thunderbolt will knock it out because Growlithe is still very frail compared to its evolution Arcanine. But Tapioca is going to bring out Alakazam now, which has a high special stat and high speed stat. So it's going to be tough for Hyjillo to knock it out if it can live any attack. So Alakazam goes for Psychic, which crits the Fearow BL. And now Hyjillo's going to bring out Rocketer, the Blastoise. Maybe that can live and attack Tapioca foolishly goes for recovery, even though Alakazam was still at 100% of its health, which allows Rocketer to get a free Earthquake in, which does about 50% damage. Alakazam decides to recover up the HP, which brings it back to about 98%, and Rocketer goes for another Earthquake. A crit would knock it out, which it does crit. I didn't remember if that happened or not. Which brings Rocketer up to level 46 now, and the last Pokemon in the field for Tapioca is Venusaur, his starter Pokemon. Hydro's going to stay with Rocketer and show that type advantage does not matter. And he goes for an Ice Beam, which does about 40%, and he dodges the Razor Leaf from Venusaur, and goes for another Ice Beam. Venusaur goes for Vine Whip, which does about 33% of its health, but it's not enough to take out Rocketer, and Ice Beam will do the job, leading Tapioca to his defeat. Man, I'm so good at commentary. Yeah, so, just a little warm-up battle. I mean, like, I remember not expecting this battle the first time I played. I mean, you never expect the rival battles, but, I mean, it's a good thing that, like, they do this one, like, after you have inevitably gone through the Pokemon Center, because it's like, when you go through the gym, then you'll probably heal up your Pokemon. And so, yeah, we're gonna heal up, and then we'll go to Victory Road. There should be no more battles against trainers ahead of us. And, like, if we could just stall out one more minute where I could talk about the thing I want to talk about, but like when you go through the Indigo League part here, like, what's really cool is that, like, so for every gym you get, or like for every badge you get, there's like a guy like stationed in the Pokemon League here, who's like, if you have the Boulder badge, then you can cross. What's that? You have the Boulder badge? Please go ahead. And they'll do that for all 8 badges. And like, I don't know, there's like some tiny bit of hype for when that happens the first time. You're like, oh man, like you just get to like see, like, you have people be like, you accomplished this, you accomplished this, you accomplished this, like he's like, hey, you got the Cascade badge, like, come on down. And like, I know this does take a lot of space, like, in the map, because like, if you were to look at the map of Kanto, this part of the area, like, it goes all the way up to like where like Pewter City is. I mean, that's not super big because, like, I mean, like, just skipping Viridian Forest, that's a pretty small route because like it's just like some buildings, I think. But yeah, I mean, you just like have this like long stretch of land where like it's not even a trial, it's just like the award ceremony kind of thing. And like, I don't know if you can catch Pokemon surfing here, but I know if you pull out a fishing rod, I think you can catch, like, crabbies or something. But, yeah, I mean, like, just this stretch of land is always so cool. And then we're just about to get to a grassy area. You can catch, like, more Pokemon here. I think you can get, like, Fearos. I don't remember what other Pokemon there are, but yeah, we're going to keep going north, and that will be it for the episode of Let's Play Pokemon Red. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a like as well if the channel grow. You can subscribe to get updates on my uploads as soon as they happen, but we're still going quite a ways, but I thought I'd just do the wrap-up now, because once we get to the entrance of the cave, like, I just stopped the episode, really. Like, that door there, that's Victory Road. That is it, so next episode, we are doing Victory Road, and then the episode after that is the Elite Four, so stay tuned for that, guys, if I can park myself. There we go, bye.